Hello, my friends, and welcome back. It's time for another episode of Pints with Poke. I'm your host, the Drunk Pokeroo. 'Tis near beer time, big grocery edition. Now, I don't know if you're from Canada or the United States or the Europes, maybe Asia, Australia, New Zealand, perhaps. I don't know. Here in Canada, we're basically like 3 grocery stores, 5 banks, and 2 telecom companies. That's who runs the country. Right? So Metro is one of our stores there. Is that the Sobeys controlled one? I know it's not Loblaws. It's not the Gale and Weston run one. Regardless, I should have looked that up before, but I didn't. But it's one of the big chains. They have their own beer brand. And this was recommended to me, I believe, by Brad from Brew Donkey out there in Ottawa. So thank you, Brad. That was you. It's it's Irresistibles, which is their house brand. So like President's Choice and Loblaws has their own beer. They do. I used to drink one summer. That's all I drank was President's Choice Cerveza. This is a West Coast style IPA. 45 calories a can. 6-pack is under $10. This is the kind of nonsense I was hoping for. Like, we had the Erdinger before, and that was like $10 for 6 beers, and I'm like, cause I pay. You pay a premium when it's the craft beers, right? And I'm starting to go, okay, but I need like a go-to that's cheap because I'm part of the poors, right? I'm not the riches, I'm the poors, and I'm trying to live a bit of a budget lifestyle. I got caviar tastes on a beer can budget. Problem is my beer cans are expensive. So my buddy says this is a good one. And I said, oh, hell, goddamn. Like, I work in the grocery industry, but I work for a very tiny company. Like, there's like 9 stores that I work at. So, like, we're not the big guys, and we fight every day for every penny. Okay. Little citrusy. All right. I mean, at the end of the day, who cares? Like, we need beer from somewhere. This is made Morale. Made by Molson, maybe? I don't know. Let's get into it. Cheers. Yeah. It's not bad. Listen, it's not headstock. Nothing ever is going to be headstock, all right? Or Lone Pine. Nothing is ever going to be those beers. But I'm looking at something here, and I'm like, could I drink it? By the way, it says to serve chilled, which is a good advice for all your beers, especially the non-alcs. I guess stout you could let warm up a bit, but really, it's decent. It's citrusy. It's bitter. It's got a nice body to it. It's fairly smooth, like fairly full-bodied. One of the big drawbacks to a lot of non-alcs is the thin body. And honestly, it's got a bit of a nice bite on the back end. Yeah, like a grapefruit-esque. It's a citrusy pithiness with a pine kicker. Maybe Simcoe hops because there's a bit of spicy pine. It's nice. It's honestly above mid. Would I buy it again for $10 to throw in the fridge? Yeah, as a low cost option to keep a 6-pack of if I'm going to a party or something and I just want like a mid beer to drink, right? Because a lot of times you don't want like a really great beer because you're just there to have a good time and whatnot. But as a mid beer to drink, yeah, it's all right. I don't mind it. I'm glad I got 6 of them. Like, I've had 6-packs where I've been like, oh, God damn, I got to get through that. So there you go. Pick this up at the Metros. I used to travel bottle shops, breweries all over Ontario, and now I go to the grocery store. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is great. I love it. No, it's actually good. So thank you to the recommendations again. Please keep them coming. I love it. Tune in again for another episode of Pints with Poke. Maybe I'll drink a beer you recommended. And then we can celebrate or commiserate together. Cheers. Again, it's decent. Decent wins the day sometimes. It really does.